A few hours ago I came across a mod for The Sims 4 called Extreme Violence, and it sounds like a very cute mod, so I decided to try it out a little bit. As you can see, we have our sim here, and this is going to be the protagonist of this playthrough. So as you can see by his traits, he is a psychopath, erratic, hot-headed, but overall he's a good person. And just judging by his appearance, you can tell that he's an absolute fashion diva. I mean, look, his eyebrows are on fleek, he has this great black beard, and you know, his eyes are just beautiful. And his name Murder isn't in reference to anything that's gonna happen in this video, it's just his name. You know, his full name's Murray, but his nickname is Mur, just like that one guy in that one TV show. And the Dur is just a family name. So the objective that we have here is pretty clear. We're gonna try and make him as rich as possible while only using the mod. So it's gonna be like a rags to riches, but just a little bit unconventional. As you can see here, I completely depleted his funds, so I think we should get to work as soon as possible. He already has some things he wants to do. He wants to rile up another sim, and he wants to be friendly with a non-household sim. So I think our first friend is gonna be Jeffrey Landgrab.
My name is Jeff.
Oh look, he is attracted to Jeffrey. So, you know, we gotta butter him up a little bit. We gotta get to know him, be friendly with him, and only then are we gonna rile him up. We're gonna support his facial hair, which he does not have a lot of, and, you know, we're also gonna have a deep conversation about the new neighborhood, about our surroundings, and just get to know the guy a little bit. As you can see, Jeffrey's also a very good sim, and he is a lead detective, so this guy's probably loaded. Our needs are good now, but eventually they're gonna start falling, and some of them you just can't fill up without money, which we kinda need right now. So Jeffrey just ran away, and as you can see, Mur is looking very sad about that, so we're gonna have to call him up because we got some things to explain to him. The things in question, of course, being the fact that he cannot run away from us. He is, from now on, is our best friend. I think it's time for us to rile him up just so he can get a taste for who we actually are. You know, we don't want to pretend to be someone we're not. So Jeffrey is happy after riling him up. He is feeling fulfilled. He's getting good vibes after being an asshole to another human being. We've waited long enough. I think it's time to, you know, I don't think Mur is in like the right place. Oh my god. That completely just backfired on us. So he tried robbing Jeffrey, but Jeffrey has hands, man. Jeffrey has hands. I'm personally not gonna take that, or I guess Mur isn't gonna take that. So I think it's time for retribution. Now we're going in the opposite direction. He doesn't want to be friends. He's gonna catch these hands, alright? Mur is gonna try stealing from him again because, again, we need the money and our needs are gonna be, you know, depleted very soon. Hopefully this time it works because, you know, Murray's got some practice in right now. We got our fucking ass beat again. This is awful. Listen, Jeffrey became an op. And what do we do to ops in this neighborhood? We slide on the ops. So we're gonna do a super RKO on him. Alright, that did absolutely nothing, and he gained another moodlet. Failed murder attempt. Mur's murder attempt has failed. Sad, but there's still going to be consequences. Mur should flee the scene. We're not a pussy. He is going to slide on the ops again. And this time we're doing something extreme. We're doing rip hard out. I'm curious to see how that's gonna go.
Bluffy! Storm!
He failed again. Okay, if it doesn't work the third time, we're gonna just leave the guy alone and we're gonna come back for him later. Okay. So we got our fucking ass beat again. That is very embarrassing. Also, for some unknown reason, we're gaining a bad reputation. Sorry, it's an awful reputation now.
He was a serial killer who bragged about killing people.
I don't know what we did wrong. We didn't kill anyone. We didn't rob anyone. You know, we got our ass beat. Look, in pain. And he's scaring us, like he's taunting us. This is not okay. I think Jeffrey's gonna beat the shit out of us if we keep interacting with him, so we gotta find another friend. Where do we go if not the nightclub? And right off the bat, we have a few contestants here. I think this guy is gonna be our friend. What's his name? Arturo Lin. So as you can see, Jeffrey is very tense, and in order to relax, he needs to get to know another person and, you know, vent his feelings out to him. Look, we're already making friends. Like, this lady approached us and she just started being nice to us for no reason. So maybe we can get some money out of her as well. I've got a lucrative opportunity for someone who doesn't ask too many questions. I need you to hold on to a... Okay, so Jeffrey is clearly trying to scam us somehow. So she's talking about money, which is a great opener because that's exactly what we need. she beat our ass as well. I think Mur is officially a bum. Like, he keeps being beat up by an old man and a young lady. So, and there's many contenders here, but I'm starting to think that Mur is gonna be beat up by every single one. Okay, so we got our main man, Kyle Carlson. I think we're gonna try and, you know, befriend him because we're kind of running low on, you know, our piss meter and our hunger meter, and you know, we can always pee in the club bathroom, which is upstairs, but we don't have money and we kind of need money for food. And Kyle already hates us for whatever reason. We didn't even try and, you know, attack him. So we're gonna vent our problems to him, maybe he understands us, and then borrow money from him. This didn't work either. Kyle fucking hates us now. I think the first order of business is to take a piss, and then we're gonna have to, you know, reconsider our methods and see what we can do. Okay, I tried borrowing money from someone else as well, but nothing, man, nothing, to no avail. I think we should just try and do it over and over again before we eventually succeed. I think that's the real method here. So as you can see, Mur left the nightclub because, you know, people in nightclubs tend to have hands, and I don't think that people in libraries have hands. Only one person has shown up so far, and I'm not sure why. I mean, it's 9 p.m. on a Sunday. That's like the prime time to go to a library, in my opinion. I'm tired of people treating Mur like he is some sort of human trash, because he's not a bad man. Like, look. He's just trying to talk to this lady and she's scolding him for no reason.
Gotcha, bitch!
Oh my god, we finally succeeded. We have succeeded in successfully borrowing money from someone. So I was thinking of what the best approach in this situation would be. I mean, we have 170 simoleons and we could spend that on food. However, we don't get ravenous until another 22 hours. So I think the best thing we can do right now is to invest this money into something that can make us even more money. That's exactly why I bought this machete, and you know, I think it's time that we test it out.
What do you mean by that?
So Mur just got a drop on somebody who he thinks that might be affiliated with Jeffrey. And if you're wondering why not strike Jeffrey immediately, well, you gotta slide on his homies first, and then you can slide on the op. That's how it works in The Sims 4, you know, Opverse. So I think we're gonna have to start a break-in into the house. Right, so we're doing a classic break and enter. It probably should not be that hard. I mean, Mur is just a professional at this. As you can see, he's got the tools and everything. As you can see, he broke in, and I think we're gonna have to, you know, see what we can do. Boom, just like that you get a free meal. He seems to be pretty happy, but he's a little tired after such a hectic day, so I think it's time for him to go to bed in his new house. Oh shit, so the family has returned. Uh-oh. I think it's best to catch the ops lagging in their own house, so we're gonna wait for this guy who seems to be, you know, Jeffrey's right-hand man to come into the house, and then we can strike him. Alright, it's time to bash his head with an axe. Let's see this. I don't know if I can put that on YouTube. A reputation like Mur's can elicit strong reactions. Other Sims that he encounters may display strongly negative reactions to his mere presence. I don't think that seems to be the case. Like, she seems to like us. She seems to be booty calling us. So as you can see, you know, the good guys always win. This guy used to despise us, and then he, you know, died suddenly. Oh my god. Holy shit, we're getting arrested. What the fuck? Okay, so we might be in jail. Mur should start thinking about further education. I think it's a little too late for that. I don't think any college is letting us in after we got falsely accused of doing, you know, awful things. His wife does not seem to be very happy. I think we escaped prison. Yeah, he got out and he's free. And he's happy after, you know, sliding on the ops. And we successfully took his urn. Never mind, we're getting arrested again. That's awful. Knowing your scholarships, amazing. I've called to inform you that your great-great-grand second once removed cousin's friend's grandpa has passed away and for some reason has left a vast fortune specifically to you. Will you accept? I think we should take the opportunity. You know, we're a young hustler and we need the money right now. We only have 70 bucks to our name, so I think we should take it. What the fuck is happening? Very well. However, now that you've accepted, I must inform you that you will only get this money if you become married within 7 days. Okay, so we have to find a suitable wife or husband. You know, we don't judge Mur for the decisions that he makes. What's he doing now? Hello? Are you not meant to pee? Guys, I think something might be wrong with him. I think I broke the game. I think I broke the game a little bit. Okay, so I made him go home and he seems to be doing just fine. You know, he's a little hungry and a little bit tired, but we can solve all of that. He also spilled some ketchup on himself, it seems like, which is very unfortunate. We gotta clean him off, but not before making amends with Bella Goth, because, you know, we gotta get to know this lady a little bit. We gotta comfort her because her husband actually passed away somehow. And also, you know, we kinda need to find a wife to get married, or husband, but Mur doesn't seem to be having a good time with guys. She's a little sad, so I think the best course of action right now is to, you know, comfort her a little bit. You know, we're shit offered to help out. We should, you know, console about death because she doesn't seem to be doing all that fine right now. There. Another great course of action when somebody is sad is to, you know, make some jokes and try to, you know, lift their mood up a little bit by taking their mind off things with humor. And we're gonna tell a joke about body hair because that seems very appropriate to tell to somebody you just met. We seem to be on great terms right now, so we're gonna try and flirt a little bit. That did not go to plan, but you know, that doesn't matter. We're gonna do a smooth recovery and it's gonna work even better. Oh, he's riled up a little bit. That's... I forgot he does that sometimes. Mur has learned the following traits about Bella. Good. So she's good just like us, you know, remember? Mur is a great person. Just look at these two lovebirds having a wonderful time together. Alright, so they are actually pretty good friends right now, so maybe we should try and flirt again. Maybe he can say something like, you know, you have a wonderful dress, it reminds me of something, you know, reminds me of your husband a little bit, not sure why. Okay, so she's in a flirting mood and he's also in a flirting mood, so maybe we can, you know, figure something out here. Never mind, he got riled up again. So Bella just left for no reason, and I don't think it's the right time to call her back up again because our needs are not that great. You know, we have 70 bucks to our name, the 70 bucks that Mur rightfully earned, so I think we should try and make do somehow. We cannot afford a single bed. We can afford a horse bed and a bush. I think we're gonna have to go for the bush, and we also need to, you know, stay clean, so we should probably invest in some sort of sink, but we can't seem to afford that either. Actually, you know what? While we're here, we might as well earn some more money. Never mind. Wait, I'm wealthy, very wealthy. Just last month I bought Social Bunny and Cupid's Corner. Just straight up bought them. You caught my eye and I was hoping to get the chance to meet you in person. I know it's a lot to ask, but I have gifts for you. What do you say? Wait, this is amazing. This is amazing. This has worked out in Mur's favor completely. Yeah, we're agreeing to this. Hey, that's great. I would send a limo, but I'm kind of a cheapskate. I'll be waiting at the Beso Rapido Motel in Vista Hermosa, and I'm not gonna pronounce that. I can only meet you today. Very busy with many CEO things. Hope to see you. Okay, we gotta get ready, man. We gotta prepare. Okay, so we just took a big massive dump and now we're gonna meet our potential candidate for marriage. It's time to meet her. I think Mur is a little bit nervous. She's also inviting him somewhere, even though she's in the hotel, so I think we're gonna have to say no to that and see what she has to offer first. Okay, so an hour has passed and okay, she gave us a few things. She gave us a bunch of valuable things actually. You know what? This isn't that useless considering we could sell these things. Alright, so everything has been sold and we are balling. Like, we're actually balling out. This is crazy. Just look at the amount of aura this man has. The amount of green aura with flies this man has right after getting some money. I think Bella should be somewhere around here. Yeah, she's inside, so we gotta thank her for all of this. And what better way to thank Bella for giving us all of this money than to offer to be her partner? I think she said no. But I'm not sure. Oh no, she said yes. How about we test that out right now? Okay, so they're racing to the hotel because they're just so excited to, you know, finally get some alone time after such a hectic 2 days. Damn, he's very happy. He is having the time of his life despite being completely filthy, completely drained of any energy, and starving. And on top of that, they just became good friends, so who's the real winner here? She's making the moves. She's making moves, man. She's making moves. And I think because she made the first move, we have to make the second one. That's how it's done, man. That's how it's done. Finally, dude. Finally some progress. And she's asking him to become her boyfriend. This is incredible. This is proof that true love always wins. You know, 1 second he was killing her husband and now they're getting together. This is amazing. Look, he's giving her a rose. This is so romantic. Okay, so we made it back to Bella's house and I think this is where the magic is gonna happen. I think this is where we're gonna propose and everything, but we just gotta butter her up a little bit more. So they're very satisfied in their relationship and I'm getting the option to propose, so I think we should try and, you know, do it as fast as possible. Damn, she said yes. Congratulations. Congratulations, Mer. We can just elope immediately in front of this beautiful, amazing house. Wow, what a beautiful ceremony. Okay, so we got a $13,000 check. And, wait, we can move him in. Oh. Wait, we just secured a generational bag. Oh my god, look. We even have stepkids now. Asking us for advice. Although, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really need these kids roaming around the house. So long, suckers. 3 days ago, he had no money to his name, and now he has 62,000 bucks, and he's got this huge fucking mansion. I mean, just look at this thing. It has like 3 floors. And on top of that, he also got married. Well, if it isn't the rejected gangsta. She's even calling him a gangsta. So it's time for Mer to take his well-deserved bath. I mean, just look at him. He's exhausted after such a long and hectic 3 days. Meanwhile, Bella is also having the time of her life. You know, she's a little bit suspicious of Mer, but she's also very happy, as you can see. We might have separated her from her kids, but that doesn't really matter. This blood splatter is still here. This is a little bit awkward. We might have to, you know, clean this up a little bit. Oh look, there's also a graveyard here. I think we might have to, you know, honor the dead man after all, because we are living in his house. And we're also gonna laugh at his grave. What a sight to behold. What a sight for sore eyes. Oh, he's very happy. He's gonna make some food for himself. This episode was a great success, I think. We proved that you can make it with just a mod, which is just great. And if you want to see more of these types of videos, definitely do hit like, because I will be continuing this series. Maybe we can even make a dynasty. Maybe we can make a whole lineage out of, you know, the Durs. So definitely do subscribe and stay tuned for the next video.
Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, I'm in Sandman's den trying to make my case while I'm in his chain saying